Hey everybody, Ronaman here, continuing for part 3, episode 3 of Desert Survival. So last episode I managed to get a nice freezer going so I can feed Valentina. I got a stove, a high-tech research bench, a table, and a stool, a lot of the external wall built. I got knocked unconscious while in the base. That was fun. Yeah, so it went pretty well. This episode, I'm going to try to get a passive cooler research done and auto doors. That's not that interesting, I recognize. Yeah, I mean that's pretty boring stuff. I'll be honest. So what I'll do additionally is add a nice little zone here, because what I'm going to do is I want to store my trade beacon stuff sort of outside. It doesn't need to be cool. And I want to put a comms console outside because that doesn't need to be refrigerated either. I really only want things that need refrigeration to be refrigerated, so that I'm very picky about my power consumption. Moral of the story. Speaking about being picky about my power consumption, it looks like everything is plugged in right now and not turned off because I'm a genius. But I'm about to wake up, so that will be fixed. Here we go. So we're going to build this little temporary roof out here and remove the roof over there. Well, let's get some steel. I'd like to improve a bedroom, give a proper bedroom eventually, but you know, I'm not there yet. However, this additional speed of mining is quite nice. Sweet, I was able to finish with time to get home. Almost. I shouldn't cut it that close in the future, but is what it is. Alright, so we have... Oh, good. It's cool enough. We're cooling down. Got some research going. So, what is affecting my research speed? Let's see. Because I need a light. Alright, so I have the steel. Now, let's look at that research speed again. It is really not that much better, but at least I'm not in darkness. So there is the mood benefit of not being in constant darkness. I'll take the wins where I can get them. Sitting on my shoddy granite stool. Alright, a little bit more steel. So I think what I'll do here is I'll put a trade beacon like out there. Obviously it's going to cover more area than I need, and then I'll probably at least initially granite wall off an area like this with the door, you know, secured. Maybe a door here. Something like that. So I'll build that door because it's going to be permanent. Then I'll want another door here. Construction skill is going up, slow and sure. Blood, sweat, and tears went into raising that skill level. Got a lot built. I remember when I used to get almost nothing built in time for the overheating. So let's make some granite blocks. We're going to be overheated, so might as well fix the heat stroke by being productive. Nope, not ready for refugees yet. Oh no, I'm terrible. And after this set of blocks, I'll be able to add some more walls. Definitely going to want to plant some trees, but I'm not sure how economical that is. I mean, I barely have enough food for myself, so it's like, man, do I feed myself or have wood for emergencies? Alright, so animal starvation. Now, unrestrict, so you can eat. Silver got food poisoning, so it's good that I'm not heat stroking. I'm actually going to lock him in, because I don't want to get knocked unconscious outdoors. That would be bad. That'd be really bad. No, you ate the head. Sleeping off the food poisoning is probably most ideal anyway. Oh, but there's a lot of heat. Alright, before you get all knocked unconscious, let's cool you down a little. Alright, food poisoning's gone, so we're in the clear, or clearer. Oh, and we got food poisoning again. Wow, I am a crap cook. That is for sure. So I'm going to keep Silver locked up. I don't really want to go outside with food poisoning. That's really tempting fate. At least that would be my interpretation of it. But what I can do is I will eventually have the vast majority of my stockpile out here. Ooh. Which means that this area can get nicer looking. Eventually I might even be able to get a bedroom out of it. We'll see. Come on, food poisoning, go away. I wish there was a timer on that stuff. Kind of like how regular sicknesses work. Ooh, nice. That's close by. And you're probably going to get food poisoning again, aren't you? Oh, no, maybe not. Well, I wanted the research done, so it's good that I have a research bench because I was more or less forced to be indoors this whole time. Alright. Now we can... Relaxing socially. Is there any more granite up there? There is. Might as well snag it while I remember it's up there. And I don't want to make 2 trips, so I'll just make the 1. And I would say I have enough potatoes easily to last me until next harvest, which is awesome. Now, it is pretty hot out. Oof, unroofed. Yeah, I really need those auto doors too. Because it's getting unmanageably hot. In the gap. It's actually heating up the base. So what I'm going to do temporarily is remove the roof from there so that it doesn't keep doing that extra unnecessary heat. So let's get that done. it's so hot that you're burning up indoors. Alright. So it's ambient temperature now. It's not extra hot or anything. Which will allow the indoors to stay a little cooler. I do have a plan to remedy that. I just haven't enacted it yet. Yeah, maybe I'll keep a roof over it. It could get baking hot in there. But it doesn't really matter if I'm not in there much. Man, that heat stroke is not going down. I'm gonna force it down. It's just really, really, really hot out. I mean, that's all it is. It's almost 200 degrees. It's almost boiling. Literally boiling. I'm not exaggerating. It's almost boiling temperature. So because we're headed into spring. I mean, that's bound to happen. Bound to get warmer. Let me load up the world tab. So what can we expect? Summer temperatures. Average is 186.5. It's spring and it's hotter than that. I mean, yeah, it's an average, but it's an average that's paining me. Alright. Another day of survival. So up to 33 days, that's not bad. So local season, current quadrum. I understand. So the quadrum's September because I'm south of the equator. But the local season is spring. September is spring. Alright. Escape pod. Is this person just gonna get up and leave? Well, you are nudist. I'm not gonna wake up to help you, but seeing that you're dying of blood loss, I don't think you're going anywhere. I think you will be added to our pile of Valentina. Oh, don't do that. Pile of Valentina body corpses. That's what I was trying to say before I realized that Silver was going to eat raw food. Alright, so let's add... Who is this? Priscilla? Well, Priscilla's not dead yet. So it'd be a little rude to add her to the pile of bodies already. But we will shortly. And this thing. Eventually I want to wall off. What I'll do here is I will create a wall, a retaining wall or protection wall around my entire power generation area here, like this. Yep. That about does it. And fill it with, you know, power generation. So for now, I'm going to leave that disabled, but that is a long-term goal, or longish term. We just climbed into the serious heat stroke territory. Take a dip in the freezer. And let's go haul Priscilla. These sort of longer hauls would have been impossible on sea ice. So I appreciate the fact that I can make that kind of haul now. Alright, let's fully consume Mr. No Head before we do anything else. Because we want the bodies, we want room, you know, ultimately. Getting the ship junk, that's fine. Oh, but your heat stroke is not fine. It's good I checked that, because that got dangerously high. See, it's weird, but the good thing about Frostbite, if I was to replay Sea Ice, is now that you can self-heal, when you get Frostbite, it's a good little warning that you're getting too cold. Whereas there's really no warning when you get too hot. You just die. Just death. Death is your only warning. It's good to see those wind turbines spinning up like crazy, knowing that I'm going to get good power out of it. So I'm keeping the research bench on at all times. I mean, I could turn it off if the batteries dip below like maybe 3/4. I'll turn them off. Maybe we'll get some cooking done. Pretty soon here we're gonna have another harvest of potatoes. I don't know as a certainty what literal number of potato patches I need for like relatively successful harvests for long-term survival. I just sort of guesstimated, and I think I've guessed right, because I have about 9 meals before my next 9 meals before my next I run out, and that works out. All right, so already minor heat. No, you're gonna go inside first before you break down. You're not even gonna be able to get that ship. All right, go get this ship. So I'm contemplating where to put the comms console. I might just put it out here. I'm going to use it so infrequently that it's fine if it's, you know, tucked away. Oh joy, another psychic drone. Keep throwing shade at me, game. I could take it. We need to take some shelter here. Alright, what is ugly? It's all ugly. So what I'll do here is this storage is going to be for meals, raw food only. Or just foods in general, I suppose. And then the other storage will be for et al. You know, everything else. I was pretty certain I forbade you. Or forbade you, I guess is the way of saying it. Alright, we need to cool off again. Major brick risk. Alright. Let's see. Yes, play horseshoes. And stay indoors. Where it's nice. The psychic drone is not helping. Once I get the joy up a little bit and rest, I'll be fine. I don't want to flirt with mental breaks, because if I go berserk or something like that, A, the warg could kill me. It's very, very possible. But B, I could just wander and get knocked unconscious, and without having proper meat for Valentina to train me, there's no recovering from that. So they're going to use sappers with Molotovs. That's really annoying. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Oh, they're going to sap right through there. Okay. Psychic drone just ended. I'm going to get Silver ready to fight. Alright. Let's get some shots on you. Oh, headshots. I'm going to have some fires to clean up. I really wish... Ooh, yeah, friendly fire. Shoot at each other. Alright, one's down. I'm doing this a little messy. I should have walked out there sooner. This is a reason for redundant wiring. Right here. Wow, you're still coming at me? That's impressive, because I killed your two buddies. Alright, how fast are you bleeding? No immediate danger. I'm in no immediate danger either. Oh, but I just plugged you pretty hard. I don't want to... Oh, that wind turbine's too low. I gotta stop firing. I'm gonna go inside. Or something. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's get that spear. Oh, don't be an asshole. Ooh, knocked unconscious. Alright, let's extinguish. Bless me. Sorry. A little sneeze there. Alright. That was risky. Oh, I don't need that storage anymore. Let's keep you indoors. Gonna need to replenish power, but I have the redundancies that I made damn sure I had in place. You're wearing a toque? Is that right? That's about the dumbest thing you could wear. And we're healing ourselves. So if we look, yep, it is mended. Alright, let's get cool first so we don't fail at everything because of bad consciousness. Potatoes are important. Just ask any Irishman. Switch weapons. Nice. Oh, I'm glad that worked out. It does elevate the need to plop down a turret. However, they were sappers, so I don't even know how much a turret would have helped. I would have had to uninstall it and put it somewhere else for it to matter. I think what I'll do here... Alright, how is this going to be laid out? It's going to be one here. Maybe I'll just put one in between. Keep some open space. So I think what I'll do is I will put... Oh, that blocks that. But what I'll do is I'll put little like pillbox like areas here with granite doors behind, and sandbags in front with turrets to fire built into the walls, something like that. I mean, obviously that's not a very good design, but whatever. It is what it is. It's what I'm getting. Alright, so the other potatoes are almost done, but not quite yet. What I want to do is haul some of this stuff out to where it belongs, make some repairs. So that wind turbine got really messed up. Alright, so I have comms now. I'll be able to talk to the rest of the wide world. Alright, only initial, good. It's a sad sound in the warg there. So I definitely need some sort of securities for future raid attempts, without a doubt. Set it up like that, I suppose. Looking good under the hood. Some more potatoes. Gonna have to get used to eating very much a potato-based diet. So we have trading, commerce area. Got my potato farm. Things are looking up. Got more bodies than I can deal with. If Valentina, well, here, I could do this. Probably not going to want the grave there permanently. I'll build it out here. Oh, you have a cowboy hat. I did not realize. Definitely not putting your toque on, though. I, for one, do not have a death wish. Alright, so this cowboy hat raises my heat tolerance from 89 to 107, which is a pretty significant difference. I really wish it wasn't a dead man's hat. I wish I stripped it, but Nicole just died, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I like shot out an eye into the brain or something. This was the only strippable one, and you didn't have a duster, so I didn't really care. And you're wearing what, pants? Alright, if you say so. I don't see them myself, but I'll trust that they're there. So, my batteries are... Oh, perfect, you ate the whole corpse. I was actually planning on burying that one to put another body in there, but if you eat the whole corpse, I will replenish your food supply. So let's eat the oldest first. I don't know why it matters, but that's what I'm doing. Alright, making some spot repairs. Gonna want to cook some more, so I don't ever eat raw. I think I'm not quite at the point where I'm gonna add another player or another pawn, but I'm getting close. I think once I have auto doors and passive coolers, I'll feel a little bit more secure, and I'll think about adding another pawn. I'm not actually burying them, I'm just pushing them out of the way so I don't have to see their dead bodies all the time. I don't even care about the clothing. Alright, we'll build the conduit. How's my heat stroke? Oh, so much better with the hat on. Makes a difference. Construction's up at 7. I think I started at like 2 or 3. It's pretty cool. Alright, that's enough. So now I have proper comms. That's exciting. Another chunk. Kind of far away, but not unobtainable. Like how everything has an exact weight. I think it was roughly rounded before. Alright, so this is getting me my passive cooler. I'm a very bad researcher, but let's just look if there's any way to speed this up. So, not really. I'm at max sight and max manipulation because of my injuries. So I'm working as fast as I can. Now, one thing to consider doing if I'm in really good mood, which I wouldn't say that I am, is maybe when I have a nice bedroom or dining room or something, is to butcher out the humans so I can train Valentina with the meat. Because I really don't see myself, unless I trade for chickens or something, and I'm not even close to being able to do that. But I don't really foresee being able to feed her non-human meat. Seemingly pretty impractical. Getting a meal on. Getting some building done. Oh, you had to see the dead bodies. Alright, so I have some steel left over. What I think I'm going to do is use most of it building a turret. It's a pretty good use of my steel security-wise. Does mean I dip back down to being poor again, but... And I can reinstall the turret wherever I need it, you know, kind of on demand. Let's clean up some of this blood. I could even start paving the indoors because sand is slow to walk on. You know, and I don't want to have to be slow all the time. I'm just cleaning up the blood because it's never going to rain. It's going to rain like once a year. Alright, there's no way you can deconstruct a ship chunk without dying. Now these batteries are getting a little low. Lower than I prefer to see. I'll have to keep an eye on them. Guess I can flick that off for now. I want to keep the comms console up and open in case a passing ship comes to trade. I want the option of being able to trade if I can. Now, let's get some building done. Probably a need for, oh yeah, you're in need for food and sleep. It's time. Time for some joy too, for that matter. You've been observing rotting corpses. I suppose that food neg, or mood neg, of all those rotting corpses make it worth burying the dead. Never thought I'd say that, because I don't care about the dead. My quaint little base. Oh, how she soars. I'm actually not going to bother paving this area, because that area is eventually going to be impassable. I'd rather not bring in a refugee. If I'm going to add anyone, it's going to be a spacer. You know, a escape pod that I can see their stats beforehand and work out whether I want them or not. I don't really see myself going any other way. Berry, and berry. Alright, it's slightly less repulsive now. I think I'm going to need to get back to mining and make another solar panel. My power is dwindling a little bit, more than I'd like to see, so I guess that's my next step. It's interesting that a shirt thrown on top of the solar panel doesn't block it. I'm glad it doesn't, but it could, you know. It's too bad wandering isn't fun. Alright, let's get you mining. Going for a walk is fun, but wandering not so much. Okay, you want to build a wall? Fine, build a wall. That's a bummer. Oh, your heat strokes get bad. Let's get back in there. Alright, so we've added comms console so far. We haven't done much else. I'm not feeling great about power. There's definitely some power insecurity here. Running a little low on components, but there's lots of well, not lots, but there's enough compacted machinery around that I'm not going to run out anytime soon. flick switch. Don't run back and forth. Alright, fine. You can flick it now. As long as I cool you off. Starting the solar gen. Alright. Chunk. Gotta watch that heat stroke. I should be fine. It's the middle of the night and I'm wearing the good hat. The one thing I might want to do is yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to do it. Let's see. Is put a door where this was, like a granite door here. That way I can shortcut through the mountain area, but the enemies can't. Or eventually turn it into a deadfall trap maze, but a door for now is good. I think this will be enough steel to make the solar panel. Yes, it is. How hot are you? Okay, good. Look at that. Oh, bollocks. Alright, let's cool back down. Do some additional mining, I suppose. So 50 got wasted. Gotta mine out 2. Could be worse. Could be the idiot that cancels the research bench. You know, I am gonna wake you up. We're low on power. Jesus, you are indecisive. Rest. Mine. Rest. Mine. You don't know what you want to do. You're like a Minecraft player. Yeah, that's not where I like to see my batteries at. I definitely wanted to get that solar panel up. At this point, well, the lamp should be turning off, and that should help. Let's see. It might be about time to flip the emergency switch here. So I'm gonna wait until wake up naturally, so I don't have 2 disturbed sleeps, and flip the emergency switch, turning off the AC for the general room because the batteries are too low. I can't risk running out of power. Come on, your joy is up. You just are in a bad mood, aren't you? Let's cool you off. Even the comms console off. It's not much of a lifeline if it kills me, right? That's at least my thinking. Alright, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail. Perfect. I have low expectations of my silver, of my pawn. Haul some of this stuff out. Doesn't need to be in there. You know, I'll leave the meds in here though. Manufactured medicine can stay. so grow lights on, but we're making a whole lot of power. So that's good. You have serious heat stroke though. Let's get you inside. Let's get you into the freezer. Alright, are we good? Not yet. Gonna allow some more of that wall there. Major break risk. Alright, go to sleep. Man, even researching passive cooler is proving to be tough. I thought I was going to be able to get passive cooler and auto doors this playthrough. I ended up doing a more construction, but I guess I'll still aim for passive cooler. Let's just cut his path to the outside world off and have Silver research a bit, get that passive cooler, because that, you know, if I had an extended solar flare, I'd be done for. You know, every day is a Russian roulette, as long as I don't have that passive cooler. Definitely something I want. Alright, so now that you're up, let's get going on that research. Oh, and get the light on too. There we go. Research a little faster. Those batteries are nice and full though, even with no wind. They are barely draining. One more solar and during the day I won't have any drain. That'll be nice. Ah, there's really no wind at all. Alright, almost rounding the bases to passive cooler. One thing I don't want to do is hit max learned research, though. I mean, I don't know if I'm near it. It's hard to tell, but I don't want to max out. So I'll happily take up another task if I get that far. No, all right. Wind's kicking up now, so I'm actually making some power, which is good. And we've got the cooler done, mostly. There we go. Auto doors. Well, looking around, is there anything else I need more than auto doors? Not really. Because I already have... I started with gun turrets, because I'm a rich explorer. So, auto doors it is. Steel. Now if I needed a passive cooler, I really only have enough for one, which means I have to be really careful of my wood. Need to plant some trees or something. I'm curious. Grow zone of... Yeah, I don't even know it grows well in the heat. I have no idea. Probably the jungle tree, I'd assume, even though there's not a lot of moisture. The Cecropia is probably the best suited. Just doesn't yield wood. That's fine. I don't need a lot of wood, just a little bit. I could trade for it if trade would ever come by. Grace me with their their offerings. Looks like I need some more meals. Oh, and I just got food poisoning, which means I'm on house arrest until that food poisoning goes away. So as long as the wind turbines are rotating a little bit, I do make power during the day when they grow lights on, which is important. Make more power if I turn stoves and stuff off. When you yak, you clean it. What a sad little existence this guy lives. You know? Not good. Ooh, an escape pod. Sharpie. Doesn't do dumb labor. You know, I would, if Sharpie did dumb labor, I would consider adding I mean, not that person specifically, but I'd consider adding another person to this group. I got the room. Guess that's unnecessary. Alright. Food poisoning is still plaguing me? Yep. There we go. I think what I'll do here is I'll just mine a little bit more. And then I'm going to want to get some granite blocks going. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I think we're about to see some record-breaking temperatures. Because it's a heat wave, and we are in summer. So, I'm prepared for some serious shite. So 203, we're already pushing boiling here. Just hovering around almost boiling temperatures. That cowboy hat helped a lot because it only needs to be 107 for me to drop heat stroke indoors. And there's some wiggle room there, so I'm lingering at a 4.8, but that's nothing. I'm just not going down any. Alright, it's more than boiling now. Walk outside and your blood boils. And it is rotting the bodies. Because this can't keep up. I don't blame it. I am running low on food sources for... It's not even refrigerated. Jesus, it's hot out. Even indoors, it's 140 in here. It's like world record, Earth world record, indoors in air conditioning. Even Valentina's like, screw this, I'm sitting in the freezer now with the rotting corpses. Which means I should watch Silver. Silver's heat stroke is only slowly climbing. Now that I'm in a minor, all these bodies are basically spoiled already, so it doesn't hurt to open that door a bit more. It at least stays 80 here in the freezer during the heat wave. Heat wave is at 236 now, so 236, really? 236? 236 in centigrade, or Celsius, is 113 for points of reference. So we're sitting at 113 degree heat wave for you guys. Oh, it scared me for a second like I ran out of power. Damn, I hate that. It needs to like not flick off immediately, but like slowly go dimmer or something. Some like visible cue that doesn't seem like a brownout. Alright, so you observed rotting corpses. Yeah, that sucks. And you're extremely hot. I know. I can't really help you there, though. In fact, you have to go hang out with the corpses somewhere. And those corpses have to stay there, because there's really no other food sources for Valentina in this heat wave. So the heat wave during the night is not as bad as the heat wave is during the day. 214, I mean, it's still boiling, right? Just about. 214 is just north of boiling, because what, 211 Fahrenheit is boiling? 212. Alright, we got a raid of mechanoids attacking him. Oh, mechanoid, come on. Alright, so if they're attacking immediately, I'm gonna go. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's see. Gonna break the solar gen. Can you come down here? Fight me down here? That'd be ideal. I want to try to avoid breaking that solar generator if I can. Alright. It's broken. How's my heat? Doing alright. This little shit's gonna get destroyed. There we go, down it goes. Alright, I'll leave the turret there. Jesus, this heat wave's brutal, man. It's terrible. Twitching like an idiot. What is the temperature? Oh yeah, you don't care about hot at all. Not even a little bit. Now, I think I'm gonna have to emergency wake him up. I'm gonna do that now. Because if I get food poisoning from the food, I'd want to jump in the freezer before my consciousness tanked. Valentina, I really don't think you want to be out there. Come back inside. In fact, I demand it. You don't listen at all, do you? Fixing up some of the holes in the wall. Only initial? Okay. Batteries are a little low. Failed catastrophically. Which means, yeah, all I can do is shut you down. Alright, let's get you inside. Heat wave is over, thank God. So I'm gonna need another solar power panel. And let's create a temporary dump. Alright, what are your needs? You're gonna need to sleep soon. You're moody. food is in the tank. Oh, I forgot I had some steel up there. It's fortuitous. So I have enough to make a new one. That's great. Alright, Valentina, you can unrestrict. And it's back to a normal temperature in the grow room. We're no longer on like critically hot time. Although I could definitely afford to turn some things off to save battery. Which I'll do as soon as my mighty hero rises. There we go. Get this Jenny up and going. Now I had components out here that I need to go fetch because I'm low. But before I do that, let's build this. Shut you off. This area will be for mechanoid corpses. Well, let's work on the mood first. So I want to keep the mechanoid corpses so I can machine them later for materials. So I don't want them decaying under the sun. And get some more granite blocks going. Perfect. Power's going up. I like it. Sun's going down. Man, screw the summer. I'm surprised my freezer can stay even close to freezing temperatures in this nonsense. Alright, well, I just hit just about an hour here, so this has been a semi-successful episode 3, where we got the passive cooler going, which is a good safety net in case of solar flares, and got some of Autodorus. We got attacked by a Scyther, a few raiders, had to do some self-patching up, and expanded the power grid, and, you know, survived. You've got a turret up that I wasn't able to use, sadly. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you liked the video, and if you did and haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so and like the video. Drop me a comment, any feedback, and I hope you tune in for next time. Adios, everyone.